Hello, everybody. It is Press Buttons. Welcome to another episode for the Tech Podcast Press Buttons. I am so glad y'all can be with me today. So today we are going to be talking about the Android Show I/O Edition. And y'all are probably surprised that I'm even doing a podcast on Android when y'all know that I'm an Apple fan. Well, I heard that they had some good stuff, so I decided to watch it. I watched the summarized version. I didn't watch the whole show itself. But let me tell y'all, Android's up to something. They truly are stepping up in the game. But we're going to be talking about what exactly do they announce, like the highlight. These are more of the highlights. This isn't like everything in the specific detail, but these are like the highlights. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to get into this. They really had some really cool stuff to talk about. I think Android actually is pretty good now. I am still going to stick with Apple, but, I still think that, but I do think that Android did a really, really good job on their show. So let's go and talk about everything that happened. So first thing that they talked about, this is just kind of simple. They're adding like a 3D element to their emojis. So instead of making it look 2D, they're now going to be 3D. So just make it look a little bit more immersive. So that's really about it for that. But now we're going to get into the main stuff. So I feel like a lot of this is really kind of focused on AI. So there is a new thing called Gemini Intelligence. So Gemini is now capable of completing complex tasks and automations. It can even create custom widgets based on your needs. They also announced this thing called Project Rambler. And let's say, for example, I say, hey, let's go meet up at Zaxby's. No, let's go meet up at Taco Bell. No, let's meet up at Waffle House at 6. No, sorry. No, 7 p.m. So it would take the highlights of that when you're, scrolling up your words. It will say, hey, do you want to meet at Waffle House at 7 p.m. And that's, I think, is really, really amazing how that worked. But yeah, I think that's really, really cool that they did that. I think it's amazing. So that really helps with your voice chats or for voice to text. But yeah, so basically it cleans up your voice to text transcriptions. So now we're going to talk about Android Auto. I feel like Android Auto kind of had a lot to talk about in this, so it is going to be a lot of overwhelming information. Okay. So let's go and talk about the new Android Auto updates. So it now has a refreshed design featuring dedicated widgets from Google Home, Google Photos, and quick access contact shortcuts. Basically call someone with a tap away or a click away. So now you'll be able to watch YouTube in HD 60 FPS, but only when the car's in park. So, for example, also, if you were to shift to drive, it will automatically transition the video into an audio-only stream for safety. Dolby Atmos is expanding to select vehicles and applications. There are designs coming to Spotify and Apple Music for their UI interface. There for Magic Queue for utilizing personal context. If a user receives a text asking for an address, Gemini can facilitate sending that address directly via Google Maps within the the Android Auto interface. For the manufacturers for watching YouTube while you're parked or when you're parked, the manufacturers will include BMW, Ford, Genesis, Hyundai, Kia, Mahindra, Renault, Skoda, Tata, and Volvo. Now, for the Google built-in, Gemini can now possess knowledge regarding the specific specifications and dimensions of the car being driven. So, for example, the user asked if a 65-inch TV would fit in their trunk. I calculated the box length was 60 inches, and it confirmed that it would fit in the back seats if they were folded down. Basically, with Google built-in, it knows your car. For live lane guidance, Google Maps will now utilize the vehicle's front-facing camera to provide precise navigation overlays on the dashboard. The Zoom app is going to be coming out soon. They did announce Zoom will be coming soon. The supported brands for that do have Google built in, just in case y'all wanted to know. Mazda, that is my car. Cadillac, Chevrolet, Renault, Polestar, Nissan, Infiniti, GMC, Buick, Honda, Volvo, Lincoln, Ford, Acura, Mitsubishi, and BYD. And the final thing, dang it, I'm surprised we went through this quick. The Google Book, which is going to be the next generation of the Chromebook. So basically, this thing is really going to be driven by AI. This entire presentation was really just about AI. And there's this thing called a magic pointer. So if you shake your mouse, you can click on, let's say, text or a picture, and you can ask Gemini or talk to Gemini about it. So what they did show off a feature where there was an empty room, and they wanted to put, let's say they were wanting to put like a nursery together. And basically what they did is they wanted a crib. It was just an empty room. Just an empty room. And they wanted to put a crib and some like a themed, like I think there were flowers on the wall. And what they did is they went on Google and they put in, they found like a flower like picture, or a picture with a whole bunch of flowers, and then they found a picture of a crib online as well. And they asked to put those together, and it ended up giving a decorated nursery, which I think is a really useful feature. Now you're going to be able to have screen mirroring with your phone, with your Android phone. And of course, Apple came out with this before, and you're going to be able to do that. So you'll be able to, same thing as iPhone mirroring, it will allow users to interact and access their phone apps directly on the Google Book. It'll have a glow bar on the top, on the back of on the lid of the laptop, and it will, it'll just light up or whatever. Hopefully they can add some more stuff like that it's charging, or the battery's dead, or, that kind of stuff. It would be cool if they really add some animations to it, and they could probably do that with an update. In the future they needed to. And they're going to be partnering with HP, Dell, Lenovo, Acer, and Asus for the laptop. But yeah, so that's basically a summarized version of the Android Show I/O edition. I think it was a really, really good presentation. I think they did an amazing job on it. Really, really impressed what Android is doing, especially with Gemini. They just did a fantastic job on it. And yeah, that's really going to be about it. Now something else that they had that I forgot to discuss was they had a feature where this person was able to take a picture of a concert that was happening. And what it was able to do, Gemini asked it if you wanted to buy floor seats for the concert. And basically all it did is it bought the tickets for them. And this is causing a lot of confusion online, like Marques Brownlee. It caused a lot of confusion. Like, surely there's some thing to like verify that you're the user, right? Like maybe at least like a face unlock or a fingerprint or something to verify that. Because I will say that is pretty high, pretty intense. Which, I mean, I would say I like the feature. I think that's a really, really cool feature. But what if someone were to accidentally buy your tickets? And not only that, for floor seats, you don't even know where your seats are. And why does it say floor seats? Why can't it be the nosebleeds, or at least like seats that aren't bad but ones that aren't expensive? So that's something that caused a lot of confusion online. Also, when you're in Drive and it transitions your YouTube video into audio, don't you need YouTube Premium for that? Are you going to have YouTube Premium for that? Because they didn't say that whatsoever. Those are the two confusions that I had, and also Marques Brownlee had. But yeah, but other than that, great presentation. I think they did an amazing job. Yes, it is a huge, really just about AI itself, but I am pro AI. I am anti AI if it were to take over all of our jobs and then us humans can be nothing. That's the thing that I'm kind of worried about for AI. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Thank y'all so much for watching. And yeah, hope y'all have a great day, everybody. Peace out, y'all. Bye-bye.